Hey everybody, it's Shadowstar and Crystal here for more Crash Nitro Kart. This time it's the Uka Cup with Jungle Boogie.
That's a song.
Yes, I know, I was not gonna sing it. Definitely
Yeah.
not gonna sing it.
Yeah. Doesn't it play in like Futurama?
Yes,
a
in
second?
Beast with a Booming Backs, in one of the segments where a whole bunch of people are going on a date with Evo. Don't
Yeah.
ask why I remember that, but I do.
Yeah, you always remembered Futurama pretty well, I think. I mean, I also, like, compared to other people, remember things I watch pretty well,
Because
so...
we have the DVDs and I love DVD commentaries.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't watch them as much.
Well, it's the same with Simpsons. Like, well, it depends. I can give you information on the first 20 seasons, but since they decided DVDs are evil, I can't give you any information on anything past season 20. Fine, steal my box.
Yeah, but I missed the jump I tried.
Oh well, I'll go first then. And Nina's first appearance was in Twinsanity.
Yeah, I know that. I don't remember it much, but I knew that much.
She's another character she's one of the other characters that has a lot of really good dialogue in this game.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
She's usually one of the other characters. I'll play her a lot if I can't play Yaya.
Mm.
I thought even in Twinsanity, the writers literally couldn't decide whether she's supposed to be Cortex's daughter or niece.
I think it's one of those ones where it's a daughter, but they don't want to admit it.
No, because like even the dialogue keeps purposely screwing around with it.
That's what I meant, like, in character. He doesn't want to
I don't know if you've done it
admit.
before, but in your downtime, you need to go watch. I'm sure there's a video of it, of all the cutscenes.
I think you've showed me, because I remember.
This is, I feel like, around the time of, like, Nitro Kart and Twinsanity, that's when Crash started to get some really good dialogue.
Yeah.
And onwards, it's always had good dialogue. Because they started to get, like, fourth wall breaks and good humor and everything.
Yeah. You know it was a weird game? Crash Boom Bang.
Okay, well, I never played much of that.
Yeah, it just kind of...
Wasn't it
It
like
was
a
one of
really,
those
really
cheap
weird...
games that came with the DS or something sometimes. It was in a bundle sometimes.
Wasn't it like a really weird Mario Party knockoff?
Kinda, yeah. I played it a bit. But it had this weird thing where you couldn't, like, save.
Okay. This part A used to be zero gravity because you go around the whole loop. You were still inside the tube, but you could go around the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
B, it just reminds me of,
The levels, the water level.
I was gonna say it reminds me of Koopa Cake from Mario Kart Wii.
That too, but it's clearly meant to be like the water level, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. Which is interesting because it's Nitro Kart.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look, Evo's here.
I've heard some people say that this is another good track for trying to get all the boosts.
Okay.
Well, that's right. We also learned that Nina is also Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, yeah.
And if you haven't yet, even if you don't watch the whole review, please go watch Nostalgia Critic's review of Jimmy Neutron just to see how many outtakes he had to say the name Debbie Derry Berry. And I said it on the first go. Suck it, critic.
That's how you say it?
Debbie Derry Berry.
Okay, then that's simple.
I guess, well, sure, when you say it slowly, but I guess if you're going to say it nice and fast and roll off the tongue...
Yeah, because some people might think it's something like Deribery or something.
It's just a tongue twister when you're trying to say it organically in dialogue.
Maybe.
And you don't want to slow down your dialogue at all.
I was pretty good at tongue twisters. And when I was little, I used to like reading Fox and Socks.
Okay, but that's because you were a child.
Yeah, but I was a child who liked to read.
Yeah, I know. We both had that symptom where we plateaued, though. We started off primary school like miles ahead of everyone, but then plateaued.
Well, that's because like it was easy to just learn to read for me, and then everyone caught up.
Because in primary school, I think both of us had this situation where in our primary school, in prep, the grade that comes before 1,
There's boxes of books, and I had to have my own box because I knew they were baby books to me.
I figured, like, yeah, in prep, there were boxes based on your skill level. It was like A, B, C, so on. And we kept progressing to the point where we were like A, B, C, D, E, G. And eventually, like, okay, it's just my box.
Yeah, I was like, just give me books that aren't so babyish.
But we plateaued because that's the thing with prep. It's like, well, we're tired.
Okay.
Because that's the thing with prep. It's like, you don't know. Some kids just didn't give anybody help at home. But then, like, they plateau. It's also funny because, like, I remember weeks ago, we were looking through my old books. I've got a lot of old books from school. And the contrast from, like, my writing skill in prep versus grade 1 is astronomical.
Because I guess teachers helped more.
Like, it's wild how, like, the jump in 1 year, like, by 1, it balances out to, like, it's almost a normal person's writing. Not perfect, but at least normal. By prep, it's the most unintelligible thing you'll ever see in your life.
Or like in my kindergarten books, and yours too, there's bits where the kid was supposed to write something, and then you just see in pen the teacher wrote what it's meant to be.
For me, that was prep.
Okay.
And then, but then that's what I'm saying. But then by grade 1, it's at least readable by a normal human. Might not be the best writing in the world, but at least a human can understand what I'm writing. This is one of the ones they drastically changed.
Oh yeah, you used to go on the clock.
Sort of like how they upgraded that segment in Mario Kart 8 for that Game Boy track.
Oh yeah, the one where you go up on the thing, yes.
Yeah, you used to go up on the clock in zero gravity, but now you just kind of go in, and they had to really change it.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest drastic changes they've gotten with this lack of zero gravity.
Yeah. But another funny little story to do with going from prep to grade 1 is when I was in prep and anything before that,
okay, just for reference's sake, what we call prep, Americans call kindergarten. What we call kindergarten, they call preschool.
Okay. So in prep and anything before that, I was naturally ambidextrous. In prep, whenever I'd do any writing, I would just put it in any random hand and just switch when that one got tired. It was at the end of the year, or like in the time between prep and grade 1, when Mum and my prep teacher decided to say to me, look, most people just use one hand, so we want you to pick one. I guess they forgot that ambidextrous people do exist. So they said to me, right, because they thought it was hindering my development. So they thought, we want you to just pick one. What they didn't bother to tell me is that one was more popular than the other. So I picked at random. And then my right hand forgot how to do things, and now my right hand can't hold a pencil, and I can only write left-handed.
But you are interesting in that aspect, in the sense that you're not 100% left-handed. For writing your left, but for a lot of other aspects of life...
Oh yeah, for other tasks, I can... Like, my right is better than a right-handed person's left.
Well, for most tasks, other than writing, you're either ambidextrous or your right is actually still the dominant. But for writing, you're 100% left.
Yeah. Well, there's two types of ambidextrous. There's one where everything's equal, or there's one where some tasks are left, some are right.
Which
and
is
I'm
what
a bit
you
of
are.
both.
You're kind of that, but not quite.
Yeah, writing I can only do left, at all. My right hand just cannot. But other tasks, I might sort of favour left for some, but I'm pretty much okay either way.
It's like how there are some people who hold their knife and fork backwards.
Oh yeah, because they want to use the knife in... They want to use the fork in their right hand, because if you're just using the fork, it would go in your right.
Well, that's true, because that's what I do. In a dominant task, it's right, but then in a task where you've got multiple, it's left. Although, now I'm just remembering that good scene in, like, Soul Eater, where they're like, okay, which way do I go? Go left. Which way's left? It's a Saiji of Hawking. Okay, and he goes right.
Oh, yeah.
I like that, too, because on one hand, it's meant to be, haha, Black Star's dumb. On the other hand, one could easily argue that you could say, well, what if Black Star has it backwards or for his knife and fork?
Yeah.
Also, you have to win. If you win this and I come second, you still tie.
Okay.
Welcome to one of the longest tracks in the game.
Okay. The question is, when I say I picked randomly, it's like I believed I was just picking one, but was it random?
You might have subconsciously...
Or did I have a slight disposition to left?
You might have subconsciously had a left preference without realizing it.
Maybe. Which would mean it's like a genetic lucky thing, because genetics does determine handedness. I think it's like 2 right-handed parents have like a 10% chance of a lefty baby. It's not one of those things where like, if 2 parents are the same, they can't have the other thing. It's just less likely.
Yeah, because like, they've done things where they can kind of tell what somebody's dominant hand might be, even before
in the womb, they can look at...
Or at least as a baby.
That too. Well, as a baby, give them toys, they'll pick up things. Well, it depends on how you give it to them. I've seen different sources. Because I've seen people... I was talking to Mum about it once, and I was like, yeah, but don't you just put something in front of a baby and see what they do? But then she was like, no, but when you're teaching them, you put the pencil in their hand to teach them how to hold it, so parents tend to put it in their right hand on instinct.
If you put a toy in a room, or a couple of toys in a room, if they're slightly closer to one, they're still more likely to touch that one first.
True.
It's like those videos, you've seen all those videos of like people putting a plushie of Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, and seeing which one it crawls to.
Oh, yes. But sometimes it's just because one of them got bumped and moved first or something, and the baby's just interested. Or it's just closer to their hand.
Alright, I got a mask in first place.
Great. I'm not really enjoying this track.
It's long.
The other fun thing is that when you're a lefty, you notice other lefties more that righties don't notice. You also notice inconsistencies, particularly if it's an animated show. I'll see a character use their left hand for one thing, and I'll think to myself, is this character going to be consistently left-handed, or did an animator just draw it and randomly pick a side?
I know in The Simpsons, it's a conscious effort with the family, but not with some of the side characters.
Oh yeah, because Bart is a lefty.
Yes.
You see it not just in school with his pens, but his eating.
Yes, because I'm pretty sure Matt Groening was lefty.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, so I believe Bart and maybe some of the other family members are lefties, but it might be less... Because here's the thing. The biggest giveaway is in the Season 3 episode where Flanders failed.
Oh, right! Because Flanders has the lefty shop and
a whole bunch of people go to the shop.
Other characters, which you'd think that confirms them to be lefties,
but then
but
I guarantee you they aren't consistent with a lot of the characters.
Yeah.
Other than maybe Bart and a few others.
I do tend to notice there seems to be a trope that when there is a confirmed lefty character, it always tends to be like a sort of artsy or ADHD type of kid, you know?
Maybe.
The only one I can think of right now, other than Bart, is when I've been watching Miraculous, the character Nathaniel. I saw him do it once, and then I realized it has to be consistent, because when he became a villain, his villain suit had his drawing tablet attached to his right arm, which means, yeah, he has to use his left to draw on that.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
So I need to look at other scenes when he's not in villain outfit and see if he still does it just in the classroom. But I hope they're consistent with it.
I'm just learning about Miraculous in the most random ways possible.
Yeah. Imagine if you watched my videos and then that'd be like no context.
That'd be spoilers.
True, in case, I don't know, if you ever decided to watch some.
Nah. That's gonna happen.
Yeah. But anyway, I sucked at that track. Which also messes with, like, the total points count.
Oh yeah, that was a big
Because
gap.
you just got, like, 10 difference.
Oh well.
And I know sometimes we say, haha, talking distracted us, but I don't care. I'd rather be talking about something interesting
I don't know, 'cause
at the
sometimes
cost of playing.
sometimes talking doesn't.
Yeah, true. Sometimes we've had times where we're talking a bunch and we're doing good. Okay, I forgot she had a stretchy robot arm. Okay, just tuck it away. There's a new one up there? Where are they coming from? They didn't think that through with
There's
the
so
animation loop.
There's so much character creativity in this game that Mario just doesn't have.
Oh yeah, true.
Alright, what is the next one called? The Lost Cup. As long as
Okay.
it's not the Lost episode, we'll be fine. Anyway, we'll see you next time for the Lost Cup and other things as well. See you next time, guys.